Hey guys, it's Emma. Welcome back to my channel, and here is episode 1 of the craziest things that have happened recently. So this first episode, I'm going to be talking about how I got to Hawaii and the crazy events that just kind of happened in between. So I'm going to be talking about 3 main things in each video that are going to be really crazy, so stay tuned in for that. The first thing I'd like to talk about, my last day in Kansas. Was that crazy enough? Okay, so I'm going to tell you the story about my last day in Kansas. So that morning I woke up at a decent time. I couldn't come to cross-country training as it was like the change of command for my dad. If you don't know what that is, that's like a ceremony where my dad and the next guy come in for him, kind of like trade places, and so that was in like the morning at 9:22, because apparently it was the 22nd wing. Shouldn't probably talk about it too much, but yeah, so that happened. It went pretty good. My sister and I sang the national anthem, and that was definitely a privilege there. So yeah, it was pretty much a good thing. And then after that we had lunch, which was pretty cool, and it was fun just to gather with some people for one last day. Yeah, and so then after that I was like, it's time for my last run in Kansas. As many of you will probably know, I'm a runner and I've been running cross country and track for years, and I was like, I have to have a good last run down in Derby, which was the city that my school was located in. So I decided to do not 5K, 10K, and it was very relaxing just to have that last opportunity to see my little city before leaving. Well, that was the second last time, because the last time was just driving for a Subway dinner, and that was the first time and last time I went into that specific Subway in Derby. But then after my run, moving back a bit, I actually was like, hey, I need to have Smoothie King before I leave, because my cross-country girlfriends, they're not actually my girlfriends. I'm straight. But anyways, they were like recommending Smoothie King, and I was like, I gotta try this before I leave. And the funny thing was, I didn't even have it until the literal last day. It was that crazy. And so I just had it, and it was so good and so healthy. Like, y'all still living back in Derby, go have it. It's great. Recommend it to new people that come. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Anyways, after Subway dinner, as it was the last drive down to Derby, it was just crazy. So then after that, it was kind of like going to bed, packing everything up, that crazy stuff. The next morning, we woke up, and it was time to just leave. We got ready for the day. We packed up all our stuff. It was raining, and I didn't want to get my hair ruined, so I just kind of, hoped not to. So we just kind of packed everything up, and then as my dad had a pretty high position on the base, some police cars actually escorted us out. So one of our cars was already shipped, so that one was gone. We still had 2 left. The one that I drove, it's my Nissan Dig, and then the van. And so there's 1 police car in front and 1 all the way in the back in between the 2 cars. And so they just kind of escorted us off, and that was it. That was my last day in Kansas and how I left. All right, number 2 is even crazier. How long did I sleep on a mattress pad? As you can see, this is my room right now. I'm not on a mattress pad anymore, but when we first came into this new house in Hawaii, going forward a few months or so, more like weeks, but then, so we kind of started out with a mattress pad on the floor, and it was just kind of uncomfortable. I mean, it was on the floor, and I wasn't too used to that yet, so that was quite for a while. And then, so when our first round of shipment came, it had like my bed like racks, but my mattress wasn't there because it was still being like shipped and checked, so I still slept on a mattress on the floor. Honestly, it was quite comfortable. It was a rental mattress, and so it was just okay. I even started school sleeping on that just because, my stuff wasn't there in time when school started, because I was only on island for weeks before school, and that was absolutely crazy. All right, and then later my bed came. Final one I like to talk about is about how I had a day off from school when my sisters didn't, because I go to a different high school than one of my sisters, and the other one's in elementary school. So my sister, the one that's at a different high school, like started like, you know, a little bit after me. So she had to check off items as they came in for our first shipment of moving stuff. And then I had a teacher work day a little later, right when the rest of our stuff came, and fate literally attacked me back. But honestly, it was a pretty good time. I just sat there and the movers played like island music, and it was so amazing. Like, I couldn't even think about it. It was just peaceful and all that. And so, yeah, that's kind of all I want to talk about. But thanks for watching. Watch for the next episode, which is going to be about new school and new unknowns when I came here to Hawaii. See you later.